Hey guys, Sean from Exquisite Timepieces here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I want to take a moment of your time to showcase one of my favorite watches I've seen in the store, GPHG's nomination for Best Chronograph of 2020. This is going to be Moser Cie's Streamliner Flyback Chronograph Automatic. This piece is limited of 100, and this is going to be the last that's going to be sold as a new piece, as it is completely sold out from Moser. The watch itself is encased in stainless steel. The case size is 42.3 millimeters wide and 14.2 millimeters thick. As we showcase on the 9 o'clock side, we do have a reset for a flyback chronograph movement. And as we move over to the other side of the case, we are seeing the start-stop of the chronograph and a M-signed Moser crown. It offers 120 meters of water resistance. One of the greatest things about this watch and about Moser's design language is their use of the dial. And as you can see, there is no sub-registers for this chronograph. So this is going to be a black fume with a griff pattern as well. That is the vertical shape of the actual, or striping of the dial itself. That gives that great pattern to it. You can see that this is a four-hander. The red hand is going to be your flyback chronograph seconds count, and then you have a small stick indice that's going to be for your minute. And you can see as they've well finished the case off with multiple different finishes of polished and brush. It is an absolute stunner. The presence on the wrist is fantastic with this wonderfully dense package and obviously very technically advanced watch. And now when I say technically advanced, I'm going to feature HMC's 902 flyback chronograph movement. And the greatest thing about this watch is that they've actually moved the rotor that's typically on the exterior of the Exhibition case back, or you'll see it through the backside of the Exhibition case back. The rotor is actually placed underneath the dial, so it can really showcase the 434 components of this movement. This does feature, or this does beat at 21,600 vibrations per hour, and it does feature a 54-hour power reserve. One great thing about Moser, they're always going to give you their least amount of power reserve, so there's always a promise to make sure that it's going forward. You can see that once it rolls into the side of the case, you have this wonderfully integrated short lugs, wonderfully brushed, finished, complete bracelet, and scalloped in the design so that it wears seamlessly on the wrist as well too. Definitely one of my absolute favorite watches. The wrist presence is off the charts on this. Oh, and we have to always show off how well it does wear on the wrist. As you can see how that scallop bracelet really just kind of gloves the side of the wrist. It just makes it such a great presence on the wrist. The weight of the watch itself too, in full steel. It is an absolute stunner and one of my favorite watches we've received this year new. If you're interested in picking up this last of this limited edition piece, DM us, shoot us an email, give us a call. We'll be happy to help you. Thanks so much.